So we have a random experiment. I want you to flip a coin one time. Remember, your random experiment is whatever the thing is that you're asking the individual to do. The trial is flipping the coin. And then the outcome, we know when you flip a coin, you're either going to get heads or tails. So if you flip a coin twice, you have your first flip, that's your first trial. You can either get heads or tails, correct? So if you look on the screen, I have heads and I have tails. Well, if you flip again, if you got heads first and you flip the coin again, you can get heads or tails again. So you notice that when I flip the coin the first time, I have two outcomes, head or tails. If I flip the coin again, I'm going to have two outcomes, heads or tails. See, it just keeps repeating with each trial. So in this particular example, each flip is considered a trial. So again, on my first flip, I could get heads or tails. If I get tails on my first flip and I flip the coin again, I could get heads and tails again. So you say, okay, well, what is my sample space? What is the group of possible outcomes that I can get when I'm flipping a coin twice? Well, when you think about it, you can get heads and then heads on the second flip, or you can get heads on the first flip, tails on the second flip, or tails on the first flip, heads on the second flip, or you can get tails and tails. So in this particular experiment, even though I only have two trials, which each flip of the coin is a trial, I have four possible outcomes: heads, 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 tails, tails, heads, and tails, tails. Those are the four possible outcomes. So you see, it's very simple. And like I said, I'm using these very basic math examples just so you can wrap your head around the concept. So our sample space is two heads, a heads and a tails and a heads, or you can get two tails. Each outcome is called an event. So when you're talking about the particular outcome, a lot of times they'll say the outcome of getting whatever, the outcome. So if I said the event of getting one head and one tails would look like this. And notice on the image, I'm using the squiggly lines. These represents what we call sets in mathematics. You're just set, it's like a group of if you want, for this example, it would be a group of outcomes that we're putting together. But if I'm talking about a specific event out of all the possible outcomes, then you call it an event, and you also put them in squiggly lines. So if I said the event of getting one head and one tail, it would just be, I used E for event, and then you have heads, tails, or tails, heads. If I said how many events would getting two heads, well, there's only one event because you would have to flip a heads on the first, flip a heads on the second, and then you would have heads, heads. So, and each outcome is called an event.